all just a terrible book tag. So I was tagged by Clem from Clem's Book Corner, which I'll link her video down below. Since there's no original video, it's like deleted or something like that, I've searched for the questions and I got found the video that has all the questions. So the point of this tag is talking about like some of the worst books or just terrible things in general. So let's get to the video. So I got the questions right here, and the first one is, what is the worst book you ever read for pleasure? And you probably guys know by now, I would pick After by Anna Todd, and so you guys know how I have a love and hate relationship with this book, and it's just really bugs me how like my grandma has literally told me like, read the sequels, you'll get better, when I'm like, I don't honestly have no interest in reading the sequels, and yet I'm curious on what happens, seeing as the first book left on a cliffhanger, so I am going to be torturing myself by reading the sequel, seeing as the sequel is coming out, the movie sequel is coming out next year, which I'm like, oh gosh, now I'm going to have to see this with my grandma as per usual. So yeah, that was the worst book for pleasure. And the next question is definitely an easy answer for me. The question is, what was the worst book you ever read for school? The Island of Dr. Monroe. I forgot who the author was. He wrote on thanks, Kev. Sorry, Kevin's in the other room setting up his video, and I did not like that book at all. I just did not like how he was like abusing like the human animal creations and whatever he did, and I just did not like how abusive he was towards them. And I do want to give H.G. Wells another chance, because I've heard The Time Machine is a lot better than that book. So yeah, I think that Island of Dr. Monroe was the worst book that I've read for school. The next question is, who's the worst author ever? I don't think I could consider a lot of authors being worst writers, just because it's like, for me, I wouldn't know like how good their writing is until I read their work. So I don't have an answer to this question, just because I don't want to like bash on anybody who like these authors' works or anything like that. So I definitely don't think I would consider anybody as the worst author ever. Next question is, worst book to movie adaptation. I have not seen a lot of bad book to movie adaptations lately, but I would probably consider like Percy Jackson, Monster of the Sea, just because they changed Annabeth's look like at the last minute, like when they made her brunette in the first movie and then they made her blonde in the second movie. It's just like, I don't know why, I just did not, there's nothing wrong with the movie or anything, it's just, I don't think it is the greatest out of all the ones that I've seen, but I probably consider that one being on my list. The next question is, what is your least favorite type of book to video to film? Mostly unhaul videos, just because I don't like talking about the books that I'm gonna get rid of, because I know people would get upset if I got rid of the books that other people liked and I didn't, or the ones that I have lost interest in reading. Those are just one of the ones that I just don't like filming, but yet some people really enjoyed my unhaul videos. The next question is, what is your least favorite type of book to video to watch? Book unhauls for one, and then many people like have discussions about anything about like their problems on BookTube or something like that. I just don't like how people like put negative things on the internet. I just rather have a lot of people talk about something positive, like books that they're excited about or something like that. And for book unhauls, I don't like watching people like getting rid of books that I liked or that they enjoy. If they didn't enjoy those books and they read them, I understand. But if the ones that they didn't give it a chance, that kind of upsets me a bit. But then I understand, like, a lot of people lose interest in books in general all the time, so I definitely should not get mad over that. But BookTube, not BookTube, book on haul videos are my least favorite watch, and same as general discussions. Book cover ever. A lot of times, depending on the book, I do like the new covers, but like recently. I do not like the new cover for Seafire by Natalie C. Parker. I just don't understand, like, people had to change covers just because, like, book covers with symbols don't sell well. I do like those covers. It's just changing them from that to people on the cover kind of bugs me a bit. It just makes me not understand why people don't like books with symbols on the cover. Like, I get it, they don't want to be like, oh, I'm interested in this book because it has a symbol on it, like The Hunger Games and Divergent, and then those dystopian books. But with fantasy, you hardly see any symbols on the cover, and I just don't understand why they have to put a person on the cover as a cover change and not something more beautiful. And that's what I'm trying to say. Lots of cover changes, I don't think they're bad depending on the book, but with Seafire, I think that's the worst one that I've seen. And the next question is, what is the least fun you've ever had reading a book? Mostly, the least fun I've had is like rushing myself to finish a book just because I'm taking my slow time. It's nothing wrong with the book or anything, it's just I like to read books either quick or like medium paced, not like slow paced, but like in a medium pace. It's just I really wish that I could read very quickly with certain books, but sometimes like when I'm exhausted from work or something like that, I have to like give myself a break and not read as much as I used to. But I'm hoping like for next year I would read a lot more when I like able to balance work and my free time, if you guys know what I mean. The next question is, last book you DNF'd. I DNF'd Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh. It's just, I have trouble getting into the book. I've read like the first 100 pages, like I started to like it in the beginning, but at the same time, it, like once I got towards where I stopped, it got very confusing, and I was like, I can't continue reading this, because I wasn't liking where the story was going. It's just confused from where I stopped. It was very confusing, and I just could not continue it, even though I liked the main character a bit. It's just, I just could not get into the book, and I'm sorry for everybody who loves Wrath of the Dawn. Nothing against the author or anything, it's just the story has not been able to get me to continue to read it. And the last part is, tag some terrible booktubers and insult them. I'm not going to tag anybody just because I don't know how many people have already done this tag and I didn't want to risk it, but if you guys are watching and you haven't done this tag yet and you make booktube videos, I tag you, whoever you are, and do the tag if you want to. I would tag anybody at this point. So that is all for this book tag. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and comment down below the last book you DNF'd, just because I really would like to know, and if there's any books that you just thought you couldn't get into the story and you just had to give it up, and saying that it's okay to do that, just let me know. And also if you enjoy this video or this channel, hit that subscribe button and click that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I post new videos. And also you can follow me on social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads, which I'll link all of the links down below for you guys. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!